Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And good news, everybody. Disney and Warner Brothers just reinvented cable, and yeah, you don't say. Wired is basically parroting things that YouTubers have been saying for a while now. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Disney having its worst stock day in a year and a half. We did talk about that before.
So it did hit that percentage?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, a year and a half. It's not looking too good for them. And that's with, I mean, I think they're up a little bit, but it's not looking too good now. And this is why they're all freaking out. Warner Brothers posted a loss. Disney didn't do very well, and now they're combining their streaming services. And it's just cable. It's just cable. Oh, here we are, guys. We cut the cable, and we're right back to cable. And they're going to.
We said what's going to happen.
Yeah, we're going to have linear channels and everything on Disney Plus here pretty soon.
And they made these announcements, and their stock didn't really budge.
No, because people are like, "Wait, we did this in 1992." Yeah, it's like, what the hell is going on here?
And then, with Disney too, like they're just trying to nickel and dime everyone. They're trying to get the theme parks to pay for everything. I have the prices for the Not So Scary Halloween, and there was a lot of it's very similar, but there was a lot of days when they added extra days here and there with the higher prices.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. It's not looking too good. I mean, you had a chance to change the board, to change the direction of this company, and they were going to make the same dumb decisions. And as they have more and more box office failures, they're going to double down on the dumb. Now, I guess Planet of the Apes actually did pretty good, though.
Yeah, so I was going to say they actually did pretty good with that one. So there's that.
There's that.
Some positive news.
So some positive news, yeah. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Before you get into anything further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woo if you do.
Woohoo!
We'll go talk about this first, and then we'll talk about their stock dropping. Of course, the big news we talked about the other day, that surprise move, HBO Max, well, just Max now, and Disney and Hulu were going to offer a bundle, which is just cable, basically.
Basically. And this is after Disney said they were going to put like channels on it, like Roku or Tubi, which would be like,
yeah,
it's like having cable.
Yeah, it's exactly like having cable. They said, we said it before, we'll say it again, streaming is just cable TV now.
Yes, we've said it before and we'll say it again too. We said this is going to happen.
So much so that the services created to give cord cutters the content they want have now resorted to reinventing the wheel. On Wednesday, Disney and Warner Brothers announced a new partnership that will bundle Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max into one service. For those keeping track, it'll theoretically put HBO, HGTV, Hulu, ABC, FX, CNN, and Disney, so Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, etc., and the DC Extended Universe into one pile, just like cable.
Well, you don't have the HBO in that, but when they do like the Hulu with live TV, it's pretty much like cable anyway.
Yeah,
but now you'll have like some of the other options that are the HBO ones.
Yeah, and I have to wonder how long until Paramount wants to join the party.
And so we're just going to get back to cable. It's just literally going to be cable.
How long until now? Peacock, I think, is going to be a holdout, but I could theoretically see just two camps. I could see maybe Peacock or Paramount or somebody going to Netflix and being like, "Hey, we'll add." When is Netflix going to do live TV? Because YouTube's doing it.
They haven't had to. They're still beating everyone. Yeah,
but can you imagine if they did? If they said, well, they're not going to get any of the Disney channels, but they could throw all the other crap.
Well, a lot of the channels that people are owned by Disney. Disney has acquired many of the channels.
Yeah, so the new service is set to launch in the summer. Specifics like pricing or whatnot.
Can't wait to see that.
Or if it'll be a standalone app, or are they going to call it Disney Max Plus, have yet to be announced. But there will be an ad-free and ad-supported tier. If it's standalone, one can imagine what wild color scheme it will have.
That's what I said. Because when they brought Hulu and Disney together, they changed it to because it was blue. Well, Max is blue also. So
it used to be purple. I like the purple better. It stood out.
So I'm like, we took the blue from Disney Plus and the green from Hulu and got a blue-green for Disney Plus with Hulu, or Hulu and Disney Plus, whatever they're calling it. So is this going to be a bluer blue-green?
I don't know. In addition to making things difficult for those of us who make all those what to watch guides, Dorsey likes to tweet about, the new bundle also sets up a face-off between streaming's old guard and new, and a weird reversal. The old guard in this case are services like Netflix and Amazon Prime Video, the ones that got everybody to cut the cord in the first place. Yeah, so now we're going from okay, you're going to stream shows and it's going to be a la carte and you're going to just kind of watch what you want to watch when you want to watch it. Oh, that's cool. And now we're just going to call that the DVR and we're going to go back to cable.
But honestly, this all just sounds to me like one of these live TV things, because that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, so after a shaky start, now we're gonna segue, I think, into the stock thing here. But they said after a shaky start, Disney finally showed signs of turning a streaming profit in its quarterly earnings report this week. Didn't help you very much, though, did it? Max, meanwhile, has been making money for Warner Brothers for a while, even when it loses subscribers because of ads. Combined,
well, just hold your butt, because I guarantee this new deal is going to be ad-ridden.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what they're doing. So here's what I think is going on. They're going to be able to go to agencies and say, well, now you get to advertise, basically buy the lot. You can advertise on HBO and Disney at the same time. And this probably has something to do with Disney wanting to do the ad support tiers. HBO is doing it better than they are. So they're like, okay, we'll just combine forces and you can just buy ads across the whole thing. And
that's what they're going to do. That's what they're trying to do.
And they'll all be in Spanish if you don't speak Spanish. And
for some reason they keep giving us Spanish ads. I don't get it.
Advertise politicians that are running for office in the next state over.
It's not even the next state over, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, it's connected. Yeah.
West Virginia. We keep getting ads for candidates in West Virginia, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then we always get the ads in Spanish. We don't speak Spanish, and then we get so many medical pill ads. Mm-hmm. Like they're just like making names up for, They
do. Some of the names are just like,
it's
Dickupia.
Dickupia, And then it's like, well, what does it do? Well, what's it called? Mm-hmm. It's called Don't Choke Ya.
It's like happy pills, like for depression. So it's like Upliftia.
Upliftia. What was the other one? It was like bi-monthly, and they were calling it like bi-monthlia. Like they're just coming up with. I wish to God the periodic table of elements was this easy. To remember all this stuff. Yeah, like it would be so much easier. But yeah, we get all kinds of ads for shit. Like, and then either it's so stupid, the name is so stupidly simple, or you watch the commercial and you're like, I don't even know what that was for. But I know that if you take it, your eyes could pop out of your skull and you could get cancer.
Drop dead.
Yeah, and you could drop dead.
Anyway, back to the important parts, which is this article, not all the weird ads you've been getting on.
We're gonna get all kinds. So they said that there was a hashtag "Don't Stream on Max" on X, seemingly led by fans of "Our Flag Means Death." The effort sought to protest the company's canceling of popular movies and shows. Yeah, they've been canceling a lot of stuff to try to save money, and I think this is what they should have done in the first place. They should have just said, "Hey, Netflix, can we just put our shit on your platform?" Oh, wait, they did, and then they pulled it off because they thought they could do better. It's like, we have Friends, and it's the most streamed thing on Netflix, and we're going to take it and start our own.
Well, this next part, I did see this a few days ago. Many of those posting are using the hashtag because of a recent report from GLAAD that found that 36% of TV's queer characters won't be returning next year because their shows ended or got canceled.
Oh.
Well, that just tells me that people weren't watching them.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If they got canceled, it's because they didn't have the views.
Yeah. Says.
I need more about they aren't giving you your LGBTQ characters good shows.
Yeah, because some of the shows are like really cringy and whatever. So let's talk about their stock, Disney stock. This is what this is all about.
So they had these announcements, and their stock didn't budge.
Yeah. Disney had its worst day in a year and a half. Now, this was like right after they had their call. Yes. And then like later that day, right, they had the call in the morning, I think. And then wasn't it at night that they announced the HBO, or the next day or something?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was late. It was late at night. It was like in the 8 o'clock at night or so. Well, our time. It was like 6 o'clock p.m. or 5 o'clock p.m. in California. So it was like 8 or 9 our time.
They waited until after the earnings call to announce this. Like, did they think it was going to hurt them? It might have, because can you imagine like Moffat Nathanson being like, yeah, hey, I thought you guys said that you're doing okay in streaming and you're going to be profitable. Why you have to combine with Warner Brothers again?
Because they're trying to take on Netflix is what the whole thing's about. And they even said that in the other article. They were saying that they're talking about the price points. And if they can come in with a competitive price point to Netflix, then Netflix might have a little more to worry about. Because Disney Plus and Max are going to have like the Bear, and well, he said the Acolyte. Yeah, okay, and like House of the Dragon and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's okay. They've got Doctor Who on
I
Disney,
know
so.
that hot damn.
Yeah, they'll be fine. Yeah, they said Wall Street wasn't satisfied, even though they turned a bit of a profit. They said the shares are down more than 9% after their earnings call. They said Disney, fresh off its victory in a bruising and stupidly expensive boardroom proxy battle.
That was stupidly expensive.
And what did it get them? I mean, really, like, was it worth it?
Well, it's not going to be the stockholders because we already know Q3 is going to be down.
Yep.
Now, I don't think, to be fair, if they got pelts in there, it might have offset it somewhat. But I think it was going to be down either way because of the costs associated with the cruise lines and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have stopped it much. It might have mitigated it some, but I think it's still going to be not good. But come Q4 on, it would have made a difference. So come Q4, if they don't deliver, then
Oh, yeah.
no one to blame but yourself if you voted to keep the board in place.
They said for the first time ever, they squeezed some profit at Disney Plus and Hulu. So we're talking 5 years now, and they're just getting to a place where it's kind of profitable.
But it's funny to me. They're talking about how they're going to make their streaming services, like they're combined, profitable by the end of the fiscal year, right? Mm. But then when they only could show profitability if they took ESPN out of it. Because ESPN still lost money. So they presented it as, we made profit on these two, but not ESPN. But which is it? Because before it was supposed to be Disney Plus was going to be profitable by the end of the 2024 fiscal year. Then it was our streaming services combined were going to be profitable by the end of the 2024 fiscal year. And then it was, we made money as long as you don't count ESPN. This is kind of like when they would not count the Hotstar numbers because they were charging so little for those subscriptions that it ended up screwing up their ARPU. So it would just exclude it because they'd be excluding Hotstar.
Right.
Because it would mess up the massage numbers to make it look good. So if all your streaming services are supposed to be profitable, that would include ESPN Plus. But I noticed they separated them out so that they could argue, some of it's profitable.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not the same thing as all of it being profitable by the end of 2024.
Yeah, so they said the combined loss is $18 million. They said it's a lot of money, but it's a pretty huge improvement over the $659 million loss.
Yeah, ESPN, yeah.
Last year, yeah. But they said this is what happened. This is what we talked about. As soon as they gave the results, I said this is probably not going to sit well with investors. They said Wall Street's always looking ahead to future growth, so it was the projected slowdown next quarter that had investors in a tizzy. In my view, they delivered some pretty good results, said this person for eMarketer. What the street seems to be reacting to is the guidance for some softness in the entertainment streaming next quarter. They need some, what'd you call it? Puppy-uppia?
Dick-uppia.
Dick-uppia.
Puppy-uppia? What's that?
Like puppy-uppers and doggy-downers from SNL.
I don't want my dog to have a puppy-uppia. I mean, that's my leg.
Oh my God, my dog ate my Viagra.
Puppy, it's Dick-uppia, not puppy-uppia. Well, that's just messed up, man.
Puppy.
What the heck's wrong with you? Anyway.
Peppy-uppia. Yeah, so that could be why they waited until after to be like, but wait, there's more, guys. Look, we're already playing ahead. We're going to combine with HBO Max. So we'll be like, hey, guys, Q4 is going to look pretty good because we're going to get all this ad money for Christmas, Well,
I think, no, what they're saying basically was, if you listen to it, was, we're going to do Q3 is going to be bad, but it's only because of all these charges we're going to have for Disney Cruise Lines. But then come Q4, we're going to be profitable. All of us going to be profitable. And then suddenly we're going to pull out of our ass and everything's going to make money and all this other stuff. But how can that be? If you're talking your streaming you're losing on streaming in Q3, how the heck are you going to make it suddenly great in Q4 unless you do something number massaging?
Yeah, Mickey likes a good massage.
The Dick-uppia.
With Dick-uppia. They said, look, Disney needs to prepare for the new reality. This is interesting. They said years of cord cutting meant the gravy train of cable is going away, and companies like Disney are going to have to figure out how to keep making good TV and movies while locking in streaming audiences before Netflix eats their lunch. It's not just Netflix. I'm sorry. If I were younger and more broke, I would probably just go buy a $300 TV at Walmart with Roku, and that's it, and pay for my internet, and that's it. I don't think I would subscribe to any streaming services. I'd just be like, if I can't find something to watch, oh well.
We can watch movies and stuff for free on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I know that like on YouTube, and they'll probably do it after this video because we're talking about Disney, but they will actually autoplay studio movies with ads after our videos because we talk about movies and TV shows. So yeah, I mean, you can find all kinds of stuff to watch for free if you can sit through the ads. So it's a tough business. The profit margins are lower. Maybe it's psychological, but it's almost like these companies that built entire businesses on the cable model. It's very hard for them to let that go and accept that the future is going to look very different for them. Ouch.
They should have done it. They should have just kept making content for Netflix and then called it a day. But that's just me.
Yeah. They said Disney in particular, streaming is just one headache for them. They talked about their flops.
Yep.
They talked about the Fox merger.
All the stuff we've been mentioning.
Oh my God. Yeah, and they have to find a successor, and that's how they end it. They just end it like right there. But yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, I think people are looking at it like it's up a little bit more now, the stock, but I think it's possibly because of the Max announcement and because Planet of the Apes did pretty good.
Yeah,
And that's not enough.
But it hasn't bumped up very much. I mean, maybe Monday we'll see a difference when the numbers come out from Planet of the Apes. But all they're hearing is Q3 is going to suck, and they have a lot of expenses coming out in Q3. But once again, it's expenses related to their parks and experiences because that's where they're getting a lot of their money from.
Here it is, guys. Here's the big drop off. Like,
Yep.
oh boy,
It's
we're
new
doing
Splash Mountain.
real good. Oh my God.
Briar Patch?
Briar Patch? Yeah. Yeah, so it
Whatever
went up
it's
like a
gonna be
buck.
now.
Went up like a buck. That's it. So yeah, I lost like a shit ton of money. Are we going to wrap this up?
Yeah.
All right, please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.